Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as soon as you come in. Let me know if Young Dolph is a person that you look up to. Let me know if you rocking with PRE. Let me know if you rocking with CMG. Yo Gotti thought that this was going to be something that just passed over. Yo Gotti actually thought he escaped the Rico. Glorilla just got arrested. As soon as she got arrested, they are still holding her. Glorilla's name was mentioned in the indictment for what happened with Young Dolph in the cookie shop. Everybody knows that at the cookie shop, Makita's, the fingerprints that were found in there, they all were leading back to Big Juke, Yo Gotti. The fingerprints that they found inside the getaway vehicle, it linked back to Moneybagg, Glorilla, Yo Gotti, Big Juke, and Govan. I want everybody to know this is a sad situation. They should have never got down on Young Dolph like that. It was people who set the play into motion. They set up there. They pulled out of the gas station. As soon as they pulled out of the gas station, Young Dolph come pulling out. It was multiple cars following him. As soon as they got Young Dolph there, they boxed him in. Young Dolph already hopped out the car and went inside the cookie shop. Yo Gotti thought he escaped the CMG Rico. It's over with now. I want everybody to hit the like button if you rocking with Young Dolph. Hit the like button if you know that they set Young Dolph up. Regardless of how they look at it, Yo Gotti paid his brother, and this is coming straight from Houston. He paid his brother the money, and then his brother the one who called Govan and the rest of them, and they was the ones to issue it out to the shooters. Them main people, Shorty them that was out there, they had the underlings to do the big head's job. Regardless of how they do it, they know that this is a revolving door. We got to open our eyes to the key facts of what's going on. It's a lot of people who wanted to see Yo Gotti at the top, king of Memphis. Nah, it didn't happen like that. Young Dolph ended up becoming the king of Memphis within a couple years. The beef that they had, it escalated for years and years and years. We know Yo Gotti, he was sick behind this. Yo Gotti knew that Angela Simmons was going to ride with him regardless of what he got going on, but he didn't know that Young Dolph's wife, Mia J, she was going to be right there by his side from the beginning to the end. The footage shows that the driver, he revealed something real shocking because he was the one that bring them there. The car wasn't registered in his name, but they found the fingerprints from Moneybagg, Glorilla, and the rest of them. They could have been sitting in the car. They could have went and got the car for the shooters. Regardless of how they look at it, they did it dumb because they supposed to cover their tracks. RP Young Dolph, because it need to be more arrests confirmed, because we know for a fact that a lot of them hiding out right now. There's a lot of suspects who don't want to really pull themselves into this whole category or in this whole incident for what happened in the cookie shop. Two people, they walked around the back to Makita's. They waited for Young Dolph, and what the reports are stating, they said that Yo Gotti, he wasn't at the scene, but he had his brother to wait there to make sure that nobody leaves. He had his brother to wait in front of Makita's while the crime was going on to make sure the job get done so that Big Juke can, you feel me, be the head of what's going on so that it won't fall back on Yo Gotti. That was a snake move. It was a planned hit, and everybody know that right there near the front, right there by the tax place and the laundromat, those were the main cameras was. Did they move to the side and did that to Young Dolph so that they wouldn't get a good angle of their face when they was standing outside the cookie shop? I want y'all to know that white car that pulled up, that same car is the car that everybody know for a fact it been in multiple crimes before that even went down with Young Dolph, before they even rode there. The feds released that black youngster, he was one of the main people who sat down in Miami and talked about what really happened and actually was right there orchestrating the hit. He didn't want to be at the scene because he didn't want everybody to come back and say Black Youngster did it, because they know he did the 100 shots. They know Black Youngster kept pulling up the Castelia. RP Young Dolph, because they did all this to try to get that man. Glorilla fighting for her freedom right now. She locked up. It's no way that she's in an uncomfortable situation, because you know what happened with Young Dolph. Y'all sit there at them round tables and laugh about what happened with Young Dolph. And then next thing you know, you see what happened with Big Juke. Big Juke ended up getting in the same situation similar to what happened with Young Dolph. RIP Young Dolph. Throw the Dolphins down in the comment section. Flood the comments with Dolphins. And I want y'all to binge watch all my videos on Young Dolph. They already said that. It was so many people who tried to press Young Dolph into basically going out there and jagging his position. Young Dolph wasn't never supposed to go out like that. They had too many people rushing over there to the Makita scene just so that they can pull their phones out instead of going over there, picking him up and rushing him to the hospital. Young Dolph was the main person. He was laying right there with his chain on. These people knew what they was doing. People was pulling up back to back to back. If you standing in Memphis and you know for a fact somebody just got hit up, you finna try to make sure that was your people or it wasn't your people. This is why half the concerts and stuff that moneybaggyo was having, it was getting stopped immediately because they already knew for a fact either somebody inside the club was gonna do something, just like at Glorilla concerts. Glorilla and Finesse 2 times had that concert, they shot it up. Glorilla had a concert by herself. They started fighting, and the two dudes, they ran up on the stage. They instantly start shooting in the crowd. I want y'all to understand this crazy, man. At the end of the day, the lawyers, they already working on the inside footage. They trying to dissect everything that went down. Makita's them, I don't know if they sprayed something over the camera to make it to where it looked kind of like blurry, like a Gaussian blur or something. I want y'all to really know this is a crazy situation, but they going down for this. Regardless of how they looked at it, Key Glock, he was one of the main ones. He connected CMG to the whole situation. He connected CMG to doing this to Young Dolph. B.O. Lil Kenny got straight out of jail, went straight from the handcuffs to a cardio watch. I want everybody to know B.O. Lil Kenny them, they been had money. They been doing this. Everybody know for a fact how Young Mob get down. This is something that security that was with Young Dolph didn't think that was going, he didn't think that was going to come like this, man. We know that the police pulled up just in time. They should have pulled up when it was going on so that they could have caught them right at the scene. Yo, Gotti and them, they know what went down. They instantly trying to hide out and try to duck their tail and all this, man. I want everybody to know, who did Young Dolph let record his car? Y'all got to understand this, man. Who did Young Dolph let record his car at that gas station? Because if they recorded his car at the gas station, as soon as he pulled off, they still in the bird's eye view so they can be able to see Young Dolph pulling to the cookie shop. What if they ain't call nobody and tell them Young Dolph was going over there, and then Young Dolph pulled over there, and then next thing you know, Young Dolph gets sent up? Could it have been a setup from the beginning? Let me know down in the comment section. Regardless of how they look at it or how they put it, this is something that we all knew for a fact that they saw him, and they hopped out the car and they walked down. RP Young Dolph, they brought this upon themselves. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for updates.